Hello everyone, welcome to another video in my channel. Today I'm going to share with you how these 4 weeks with a newborn have been for us and some of the sessions for a newborn that really helped me, and maybe they will help you too. The 4 weeks have been very challenging. Only the last few days we have started getting used to each other. At first you don't really know what a newborn needs. They don't have a different cry and you cannot realize what exactly they need. You don't know if they need to be fed, if they need a diaper change. My baby barely burps after the feed. I know that a lot of breastfed babies, they don't burp, but the issue is that he will go to sleep and then 10, 15, 20 minutes after he's gonna wake up crying. He'll need to be burped and that will ruin his sleep. I may have to feed him again. At first I didn't really know that crying was that he wanted to burp or he had to like spit out some milk, and I was trying to understand what was the issue, but day by day I realized what he needed. So now it's getting better. I mean, before you give birth you're prepared that you barely sleep at night. The problem is that I didn't only stayed up while feeding him or change his nappy. It was the fact that he was making small noises and I was like getting shocked and I was waking up, and then it was very hard for me to go back to sleep. So I was staying up more than I had to, and we may have stayed up for like an hour feeding, and then I had to wait for him until he burps. He barely burped until I figured it out. I stayed like 20 minutes trying to like burp him. During the day he's not bad, bless him. He's quiet and he doesn't cry a lot. He started having colic pains and that makes it hard for him and for us. Apart from that, he's a quiet baby. He's growing up, he's eating well. He barely lost any weight from the birth weight. He's been eating fine. He had tongue tie, so we had to go and cut it, and I think it has helped him a lot. He still doesn't latch perfectly on the right breast. He's getting better on the left one. I'm trying to help and fix my posture and how I'm holding him while breastfeeding. I'm not 100% there where I want to be. We're getting better and he's gaining weight. He hasn't lost any weight, as I said, so I never got really worried that he's not eating properly. He has wet and dirty nappies. I'm happy with how things are. It's just I want to make breastfeeding easier for both of us. As he's growing, we need to go out and meet family and friends, so breastfeeding needs to be easy in public and to be able to breastfeed him wherever we are. I will show you some of the products that have saved me these 4 weeks and made my life and my baby's life easier. First things first, I never bought a changing table because my mother never had one, a lot of my friends never had one, so I don't think that you really need a changing table. For example, I change him on the bed, I put the changing mat on the bed, I sit on the bed and I change his nappy there pretty easy. I never had an issue. What I use the most is water wipes, 99 pure water. I don't use baby wipes, I only use the water wipes. I have been trying the Huggies for the last couple of days. I did try the known water wipes, I don't remember what company that is, and I also tried from Lidl. To be honest, these are my least favorite because the wipe is too thick and you cannot clean properly. I don't think it's as wet as the other ones. I prefer the little one because it's way cheaper and I think for me that worked the best. But yeah, water wipes when you have to change the nappy during the night or when you have to change the nappy and you're in a hurry because the baby's crying, these are a lifesaver. You don't have to like take the baby to the tap and clean his bottom. You just use this one and everything's perfect. It saves a lot of time and it's very easy and convenient. And another product that I use a lot is a pseudo cream. I had bought this Fresh baby cream to put when I changed the nappy, but he got a very red bottom because my baby, he does small poops almost every hour. He does big ones, but he does small poops all the time, so I have to change him up. I cannot leave him with that. And because of that small poop, then his bottom had become red from week 2. So I tried this one. It's great if there is not redness and if there is no a rash, but that one is what worked the best for him. It helped the redness and the rash go away. I totally recommend this one. Another thing that I should have bought from day one, but I didn't know, is the Infacol, or a colic medication. Most babies have colic pains from the first weeks of their life, which I didn't know. I thought that the colic pains would start in 2 months, maybe 2-3 months, but they do start having pains from a young age. And especially my baby, because as I said, he had a tongue tie and he wasn't latching properly. He was swallowing a lot of wind, and bless him, he had a lot of pains and he started crying a lot at some point, so I had to buy one of these. I will say that it doesn't help 100%, but he doesn't cry out of pain. It bothers him because he makes this noise and he wiggles around and he becomes red. You can see that there's something bothering him, but he's not in such pain as he was before I started using that. I haven't tried another company. I may do. This is my first bottle. I need to buy another one. I give this before every feed. At first I was giving it a couple of times or only the night feeds, but then I realized and I read that it doesn't really work that way. It doesn't get absorbed by the baby, so it needs to be given before every feed, and that's what I've been doing. It has helped a lot and I will keep using it for some time. I do stop it sometimes just to see if the pain is getting better, so I don't want to keep giving him medication if he doesn't need it. Another thing that I bought and everyone should buy is dummies or pacifiers. They really help, because a lot of babies, they like to breastfeed like I did at the beginning. They like to breastfeed until they fall asleep. They stop feeding after some time, like after 20-30 minutes they stop feeding, and then they just want to stay on your breast just to relax. And dummies are a lifesaver because they do the trick, and they trick babies, and they fall asleep with that. My baby falls asleep. Not all the time. When he's extra fussy, he won't accept a dummy, but most of the time they do work. The thing is that you have to buy a couple of ones, or you have to try a few different ones, because these are the Nooks one and he won't take them. They're too flat for him. I am using the Mom's one, that they're a bit thicker. He's been loving that. I will feed him when I see that he still wants to suck something to sleep. I will put him in his crib and give him the dummy, and he will start falling asleep slowly. So love this thing. Another thing that helped a lot is a nail filer. I didn't want to use scissors for his nails. I was too afraid, and I've been using these ones. Their nails, they grow so fast. I mean, I didn't know how fast they grow, but they grow so fast. So I've been using that constantly to make sure that they're nice and short, and he doesn't scratch his face, because at the beginning he had a lot of scratches and I didn't like that. A nail filer is perfect for newborn babies, that they won't keep still when you need to cut their nail. What you really need for a newborn is a lot of burping clothes. They speed so much and they make them wet so fast. It's like impossible to keep up and keep washing them, especially if you haven't slept a lot and you're tired. So invest in these burp clothes. They are essential for a newborn. I keep using, I don't know how many per day. They keep getting dirty so fast. I'm just keeping them on my side all the time and keep changing them constantly. So invest in a lot of burp clothes, either small or big, whatever works for you, but just have something, because you'll definitely need a lot of them. Last thing, I bought these visual stimulus cards. I would say that he didn't really like them at the first couple of weeks, because of course he's too young to be able to focus on something. But from week 3 you can see that he's being able to focus on them. You can see that he starts focusing on you and he starts smiling. I also have, but I don't have it with me now, I also have the tummy time book. It has pictures and you just place it in front of him when you do tummy time, and he like lifts up to see the pictures, and that is working a lot. He improved so much within a few days. Babies are amazing. Babies, they grow and they learn so fast, and until you have your own, and to see these differences and these changes day after day, you cannot really comprehend how fast they grow. So that is another thing that I invested, and I think that is a great thing to have from a young age. 2 things that I haven't bought but I will buy, and I will need them from now or maybe from week 5, is a playmat, because he starts moving his head a lot and I want to buy him a playmat, so when I lay him down and it's like playtime, so he can have objects all over him and not on one side, so he doesn't keep his head turned on one side all the time. So I want to buy him a playmat with a lot of objects all over the place in all the sides, so it's easier for him to see all of them and to be able to move his head a lot. And another thing that I haven't bought, because my mom has been with me for the last few weeks and she's doing all the cooking, the cleaning and everything, is a baby carrier. I didn't have to do housework, but she's going back home in a few days and I will have to start doing things, and it will be complicated to leave him all the time in his crib, because you're hands free to do everything. The baby is near you, they feel safe, they feel comforted, they don't cry, and it's a great thing for a mom to have, and I will definitely invest in that. The last thing that I invested, it was a baby swing, not just a bouncer but a swing, because when the baby's crying or when you want to comfort them, you keep rocking them and they're used to that movement. I don't know if everyone does it, but comes automatically when you see the baby crying. You just want to rock it and to make it calm and relax. So the swing is very similar to this movement that we do when we have the baby in our hug. So it is an amazing thing. He doesn't stay a lot yet. He may take a nap or 2 during the daytime, and when he's awake he doesn't really like to be in the swing that much. He's used to be moving in this way when it's time to sleep. It's been a great thing. It has helped a lot and it's better for them and for us. I mean, they just need to stretch, they need to move, and it's very hard for them to do that in our hug. The one that I have has also a bouncing option, and it has white noise and music, and it has worked perfect. And I would definitely recommend a baby swing. Bless him. I keep looking on the side because he's here, I'm alone at home, and he's not sleeping. He woke up, but he's still very quiet and comfy, so I'll wrap this video up soon. And another thing that is very useful is a baby bath with a baby seat. A lot of baths, they don't have an extra seat, so you have to hold the baby. The one that I bought, there are many out there, but the one that I bought is the one that I'm going to insert as a clip or as a photo on the video. It has an extra seat that you can remove it later on when the baby grows and can sit by itself, or if you don't want to use it. And it's really helpful because it's safer. You're not afraid that the baby will sleep. He sits comfortable. Of course, I still support him, make sure that his head is out of the water, his ears are not in the water, that he won't wiggle a lot and slide off the seat. So I'm still holding him, but it's an extra support that is good for both the baby and for us, and makes bath time more fun because you can spend a bit more time without worrying that your baby will sleep in the water. So yes, I know it's a short video, I know it's in a rush, but this is how the first videos will be since I have the baby. I will try to film more, and hopefully when my husband is off or when the baby starts sleeping a bit more, I will have more time. I promise I'll film a day in our life and our morning routine or our night routine. I'll start filming more as we get used to the new everyday life and we establish a routine. We're gonna be going to see our parents and uncles soon, so I'm going to film that. There are a lot of nice things coming up, so if you enjoy these videos, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Until then, take care. Bye.